Are you a flying monkey? A flying monkey to a narcissist. Yes, that is a new concept that I am loving right now, the flying monkey concept. It describes people who act on behalf of narcissists or abusive individuals to inflict further emotional distress on the victim.
Welcome to the Secret Life Podcast. Tell me your secret. I'll tell you mine.
Recovery doesn't end when the chaos stops. That's when the real work begins. After 16 years of recovery, my novels, Secret Life of a Hollywood Sex and Love Addict, and my new book, Becoming My Own Effing Soulmate, tell the before and after. The addiction, the healing, and the messy realities of learning how to choose yourself. Both are available now on Amazon. Welcome to Secret Life Podcast. I'm Brianne Davis-Gantt. Today I'm pulling back the curtains of all kinds of human secrets. We'll hear about what people are hiding from themselves or others. You know, those deep, dark secrets you probably want to take to your grave, or those lighter, funnier secrets that are just plain embarrassing. Join me each week as we take a deep dive into one subject matter, exploring the how, what, when, where, and why of it all. Get ready for a more focused, more revealing journey of the human experience. This is Secret Life, and I'm excited for you to join the ride. Today, we are talking about, dun dun dun, are you a flying monkey? A flying monkey to a narcissist. Yes, that is a new concept that I am loving right now, the flying monkey concept. It describes people who act on behalf of narcissists or abusive individuals to inflict further emotional distress on the victim. It's really derived from the 1939 film Wizard of Oz, where the Wicked Witch of the West sends out her flying monkeys and minions to do her bidding, you know? That these types of people, the flying monkeys, they serve enablers, messengers, agents that a narcissistic campaigns and manipulates them. It's like they use them. The flying monkeys do the smear campaign. They're ones that give the narcissist even more power. So I see a lot of here's an example. A narcissistic partner, and the parent of that partner, the mother normally of that partner, enables. They are like the flying monkey. So here's the actual definition. A flying monkey is a person, often a mutual friend, family member, or coworker, who is manipulated by the narcissist to engage in gossip, spying, and harassing of another person, their targeted victim. So the narcissist uses them as little puppets. Do, 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 do. And it's usually close people. So it's abuse by proxy. It's a tactic that allows narcissists to maintain their public image while distancing themselves from the dirty work of attacking the target. You know, so I even see lawyers sometimes as flying monkeys for very abusive clients, that they'll go and do their bidding and create chaos and make all these fake claims and all of that because the narcissist is manipulating them and not giving them all the information. I see that a lot in divorce case and stuff where the lawyer becomes a flying monkey. The primary goal is to isolate and confuse and destroy the reputation of the victim while ensuring the narcissist stays in control, because it's all about control. It's who can I use to help me stay in control? And the behavioral patterns of these flying monkeys, they will spread lies, they will gaslight the victim, they'll trivialize their feelings and try to pressure them into forgiving or reconciling with the abuser. So they really try to do all the dirty work, trying to get what the narcissist wants, and they think they're helping. They think they're being oh, I'm just stepping in to help. And it's no, you're a flying monkey. You make other people go crazy, because there's a lot of people right now around the world that are flying monkeys. And they're not evil. I don't think they're mastermind. They're not stupid either. They're just people who are recruited by someone that is a bullshitter and mistook their morality. And they use specific lingo to make these flying monkeys show up whenever they want them to and do their bidding. So why do people become flying monkeys? Like I said, they're not evil. They're just, many of them are manipulated into this role. So a lot of moms get manipulated by their grown sons. Convince my wife to stay with me. Go do my bidding. Or a sister of the abuser will call and say inappropriate things to make the other person feel bad for leaving their brother. It's these kind of behaviors. These are flying monkeys, and they need to be called out. Okay, so why people become? They're deceptive and manipulated. The narcissist often paints themselves as victims and dupes others into believing they are helping the wrong person. So they purposely make themselves look like the victims to get people to be on their side, to do their manipulation tactics for them. Number 2, fear and self-preservation. A lot of flying monkeys act out of fear of becoming the next target. They don't want to get on the bad side of the narcissist. So they choose to align with the dominant abusive person to stay safe. I'm seeing that a lot in the world right now. It's like, I'm glad I'm not that group. I'm glad I'm this group. I'm going to choose this group because they're the dominant group right now. And they're hurting other people, but I don't want to be one of the people they're hurting. Those are all fucking flying monkeys. They can't stand on their own, so they don't want to be attacked like everybody else. So they'll stand with the abuser. Next, they need to be rescued. And there are a lot of people pleasers that do this, and codependents. These are those codependent tendencies many believe that are helpful, that they want to try to fix conflict. But when a codependent is trying to fix conflict, they're doing it out of their own uncomfortability or pressure put on them instead of staying out of it, letting the person deal with it themselves. If they're going through a conflict with somebody, you don't have to jump in and be a flying monkey and do the bidding. Let that person be an adult and work it through themselves. And lastly, they fucking love drama. A lot of flying monkeys I know, and people that get involved in other people's affairs, they thrive on chaos, and they get excitement with secrets and gossip and put in this special place by the narcissist, so they feel so important that the narcissist needs them. So they just love that drama feeling that they're involved. So how do you recognize these flying monkeys? They side with the narcissist, regardless of evidence. So something horrible could be happening right in front of your eyes, and you could see it and know it's happening, but they will side with the narcissist and abuser and person that's torturing other people, even if the evidence is showing otherwise. It's like they can't. So that's number 1. Number 2, how you recognize them. They communicate accusations and demands from the narcissist. So they'll go up and do the bidding for that narcissist. They'll communicate, you're doing this and you're not doing that, and they'll demand things from another person instead of having their own voice. Number 3, they dismiss and minimize the experience of your abuse. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Oh, he didn't hit you that bad. He didn't hurt your nose that bad. Like, you must have seen it differently. Oh, he wasn't that drunk. Oh, the cheating wasn't that bad. He always came home to you. Those are flying monkeys. And I've heard all of those excuses in all of my work and many fucking more. Or they're your parent. You have to let your parent treat you any way. You're going to miss them when they die. Those are flying monkeys that say that. And number 4, they bring up the narcissist's pain to justify their toxic behavior. Oh, he's gone through so much. He's been through so many hardships through his life. He can't help it. That's why he uses, because he was abused when he was younger. They will justify those toxic behaviors for the narcissist to excuse their behaviors. Those are flying monkeys that do that. Okay, here's the great thing. How do you fucking deal with these people? Because they're not the narcissist, but they're might as well like the right hand of the narcissist. They're the right arm of the narcissist. So you have to identify them. Number 1, recognize these individuals are acting on an extension. They're like extended arm, like go gadget arm, that old go. They're an extension of the abuser and are not acting in your best interest. So if you have been abused by someone, I don't care if it's your husband, I don't care if it's a family member, a parent, I don't care who it is. If you have someone in your life that is defending the abuser, That is number one, identify them, flying monkey. Number two, set firm boundaries. Clearly communicate your limits, such as refusing to discuss the narcissist. I'm sorry, I'm not going to have this conversation. That is between me and them, not you. I'm not going to have this conversation. I don't need to hear what you think about the situation. I didn't ask for your feedback. There are two ways to do it. Number three, go no contact or low contact. If possible, remove this individual from your life to protect your peace. You know what you've been through. You know what this narcissist has put you through. You don't need anyone sitting in front of you trying to justify or bring the narcissist's abuse to you in a different way, in a different bottle. Here you go, a different bottle. It's like, no, thank you. I don't need this. Number four, my favorite gray rocking technique. If you must interact at all, be bored, unresponsive as possible to avoid giving any supply, no emotional reaction, no anything, just gray rock the shit out of them, boring, unresponsive. So they have nothing to go back with to the narcissist. They can say, well, I mentioned that you didn't mean to hurt her, that you were just having a bad day or you were drunk. I mentioned that, but she didn't have any response. Give them nothing, gray rock the shit out of them. And lastly, go find support. Build a system, get one person that's there to support you and point it out to you so you don't feel alone and going crazy, because that's the thing the flying monkeys like to do. It's like they like to all fly around your head. If you remember the Wizard of Oz, they were like all chaotically flying and creating chaos. They like to add to the chaos of the situation with the narcissist. They like to be a part of it. It's like they're on the outskirts enjoying the chaos, but they're not in the heart of the storm. Note, once a flying monkey's not useful, the narcissist may turn on them. So if you give them fucking nothing and you build your own support system, they then become the victims, because the narcissist will get so frustrated that none of their tactics with the flying monkey works that they turn on them. So you just know karma's going to get them sooner or later, because they're not going to get away with it. You can't keep a narcissistic happy. You can't keep giving, and enabling. And sooner or later, it's going to turn on you, because they're not going to do it correctly. So making them the victim to the same abuse that they were trying to inflict on you, it will come back to bite them in the ass, and the narcissist will attack. So don't worry about getting revenge on these people. Them being there, they're going to get it sooner or later. And here are some of the sayings I want to give you that they say. I'm trying to help. They're really worried about you. Why can't you just apologize or accept their apology and move on? I didn't think they meant it that way. You're being too sensitive. They're under a lot of stress. Those are some key sayings that a lot of flying monkeys use for the narcissist. And you do not have to attack them back. They exist for a sense of control for the narcissist. What you have to do is be subtle but aggressive, and you have to come at them as if you try to defend yourself, you look guilty. If you try to explain, you're feeding them the story. If you get emotional, you're confirming their narrative. If you stay silent, you'll be labeled as cold and unstable. So that's why I'm saying keep it neutral. Very boring responses. Very like, yeah, I don't want to get into that. That's between us. Yeah, it was a lot, and I'm just not at a place that I want to discuss that anymore. I'm in a really good place and peace in my life, and I don't want to have this conversation with anybody. I'm done discussing this person. They don't mean anything. So if you don't give them anything, you don't owe an explanation. You don't need to ask for them to stop, because they're most likely not. You just keep putting it to an end. You don't need to set the record straight. That will backfire as well. Stay neutral, because they are not. So don't get sucked into the drama of a flying monkey, because all they want and their whole job is to fly and get information and then come right back to the narcissist and feed it to them. They feel special. They feel chosen. They feel exclusive and righteous, that the narcissist gave them this important task to protect and help and make everybody see that this is all drama and you don't need to worry about this. And I'm just helping. I'm here to trust. And it's like, no, these people love to be trusted. They love to feel useful. They love to believe they're the good guys helping out. But what they're doing is they're gathering information. They're passing along screenshots. They'll casually mention you with confidence. They'll test your reaction and report back to the narcissist. They monetize everything, and they'll just call to check in. So they're used as intel. So you have to see them that way, and don't take offense to it. Just don't help them, help the narcissist. Okay? So that's my tip for the day. Thank you for listening to Secret Life Podcast. I hope this episode helps you. Let me know your thoughts this week and send them my way to secretlifepodcast@icloud.com. And don't be a fucking flying monkey for anybody else. You are not a flying monkey.
Thanks again for listening to the show. Please subscribe, rate, share, or send me a note at secretlifepodcast.com. And if you'd like to check out my book, head over to secretlifenovel.com or Amazon to pick up a copy for yourself or someone you love. Thanks again. See you soon.